Okay, looks like we're good on stone. Terracotta's looking good. Our wood boxes are all full. Looks like we're kind of lacking in the granite, stones, and some of the bricks. Dr. Pill, can you make sure resource gathering for brick and granite makes it onto my list? Dr. Pill? Excuse me. All right, well, no worries. I'll get it myself, but you're gonna need to start picking up your weight around here one day. We may not be busy now, but I can smell it in the air. Innovation right around the corner. Oh, sounds like we got visitors. How's it going?
Yeah, you do. Pretty good. How you doing?
Doing good, doing good. Just getting ready to get the bulldozer moved back over here so I can... I'm done with that project and we can move on to the next.
You got a great shop.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way it's turned out. We've got a lot of modifications to go, little details here and there, but it's getting pretty close. I'd say 90-ish%. So
yeah, I think it looks great.
Thanks.
Speaking of which, of building things, I have a little proposal for you.
I do love proposals. I'm all ears.
All right. Well, I need to build a neighborhood. Do you want to build a neighborhood?
Wow. Yeah. Yes, actually, that's right up my alley. Believe it or not.
I do believe you. That's why I came to you.
Yeah. What do you have planned? Maybe we like a job site visit first, and we can plan up some stuff from there.
Yeah. You wanna follow me over there? It's kind of
sure.
far, but it's not too bad.
Not too bad. Okay. Yeah. Let me grab the donkey. And I'll meet you up there.
Oh, your donkey. Fine. I'll get my slow horse.
Wow, you've got quite the site here. Oh.
Yeah. Let me tell you.
I don't even want to open those chests. I can only imagine what's inside.
It's only dirt.
It's only dirt.
It's only dirt. Actually, I think. Some of them are empty. Someone's been taking the dirt.
Oh, you're okay. You're just giving away dirt. Yeah, probably. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got quite the area to work with. I don't know. I need to work up some plans about where everything's going to go. And I need to get the blueprint of one house set up so that you can kind of get the idea of how big. But essentially, I'm imagining maybe 2 streets kind of in a loop going this direction and then 1 street going this way.
Okay.
And then I'm going to line them with houses.
Oh, okay. Super simple, straight, no twisty curves and roundabouts and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want to deal with that. I might put like a little park over here or something, so maybe a little bit more detail in the roads on this side. But for the most part, I just want parallel straight roads, and every house is going to look the same.
Perfect. We're doing a new development cul-de-sac, so just a simple little like horseshoe shape here, and then a branch that way. Yeah, this should be pretty easy. You've got plenty of open space here. Thankfully, the hard parts looks like it's been done. The trees are gone, the dirt's removed. Now it's just working from the ground up, that's the easy part.
Cool. Well, I have collected a ton of sand, a ton of gravel to get everything kind of built up, get the foundation started. No basements. No one's going to have a basement, so that'll be easy.
Houses. That's perfect. That makes it easier too.
Yep. Going to slap them on 2 stories.
Okay.
And I can show you the designs for them at some point. I'll get.
You
know what? We'll get one built. We'll get the model house.
Yeah, we'll do a model house, just maybe somewhere out in a corner somewhere, and then we can just kind of copy and paste for the hard way, but still copy and paste.
Yeah. Cool.
Anything else in particular you need? I think
not yet.
And planning. I guess that's kind of those are my forte,
that'll be the start. I have a guy for some of the machines. I do have a forklift guy.
Okay, yeah,
so
we
I'll get him out here.
Perfect. Yeah.
And then I think once we get the top layer taken off, we get all the sites planned out, get those mapped out, and then we'll get materials.
Yeah, for sure. I think
get all that moved up here.
That we could do is, like I said, a model house would be perfect. Getting the roads in first is going to be key, because then obviously picking lots is the easy part. So start with that. Yeah, no, we can get some alignment set up here. Maybe we can bring up some markers of some sort, maybe some brighter color concretes, kind of mark center lines of the road, just so we can get a good shape going, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, cool. I think Melissa just opened up a wool shop.
Oh, so yeah, we can use that.
I'll get some colored wool. Yeah.
I'm a little broke, but you might have to fund that.
Yeah, I heard you've never go mining for diamonds.
Been one time, spent them all. So this is where I am now. It's how I live. But yeah, look forward to it. We will be back in touch when you get get a design home ready to go, and then I'll come back up here and we can lay out some roads.
Sweet. Sounds like a plan.
I'll go work on some equipment.
All right. I'll see you later. I'll let you know.
Sounds good. Later. Well, we got the bulldozer officially disassembled and backed into the workshop. Now, my only problem is it's a little too big for the workshop door. So we had to open the door a little bit, and we went ahead and took the drill bit off so the thing would officially fit inside the workshop. The drill bit, on the other hand, is right here, perched on the scaffold. We're going to keep it off the ground so it doesn't warp, bend, or somehow get misshapen, so we could use it in the future. So just as you saw, Goose has us on a wild goose chase, no pun intended. And we need to design a new head for our bulldozer here in order for it to push dirt to help excavate and clear and reshape the land of where is going to be his new community, his new little residential development. I've got some ideas. We'll have to do some sort of, wow, not to rain on my own parade here, but I feel like this is bad news. I've got some ideas for a large, heavy bucket contraption that we can attach to the front, just like we did with the bore bit, and then we can help him move around all the soil that he needs. Now, the only unfortunate thing is it's made it a little difficult to traverse our workshop. We've got to kind of squeeze our way in between all these shelves here, but it did actually, in fact, fit quite nicely. And just as we were getting started on designing the new shovel for the bulldozer, we've got another task at hand. Billy's on her way back to spawn, and it sounds like we've got something we need to go check out. I guess if I'm going to be checking something out, we're going to need another book and quill, just in case we need to take some observations. Now, what have I done? Hold on, we've got a book and quill around here somewhere. There we go. Now we're ready.
Hello.
Oh, hello there. Wait, I need you to walk in the front door because it makes me so happy every time it happens. There we go.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was brutal to make it, but it subtly makes me so happy. So I hear you have another mission. It's been a busy day here at Mustache Marvels. Goose was just over here. We got the bulldozer moved back. It's a little tight.
I saw that. I saw it like what the big boring thing was outside, out back, right?
I guess I probably should use it. Walked out the window.
Oh.
Yeah, we took the drill bit off here temporarily. It sounds like Goose needs a different attachment, so we're gonna try to do something new with that.
Ooh.
But we'll see.
Maybe
I got my
steamrolling or something.
Yeah,
like...
I got my hands full. We're gonna do a lot of grading and flattening of some terrain and stuff. He's building, I think he's building like a residential community, if I understand it correctly.
Oh, nice.
More to
nice,
come.
nice,
We'll find
nice.
out soon. But yeah, I've got my hands full. So.
All right. Well, I don't know exactly how you could help, but
okay.
I do want to run, like, I want to show you what I stumbled across. Actually, E found it, and then I'm kind of like, I cleared the land, or anyway, it's like it's an ancient ruin of some sorts.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if there's something like, maybe you seeing it would see if there's something, because I'm basically enlisting everybody's help at some stage to like put something into this ruins that I found.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. I got a little book and quill here in case we need to take some observations, so I'm ready to go. Now, I will warn you, this is a really slow ride. I don't know how far away this is.
Well, I've got Daisy, and we're gonna go through the end portal. And it's not too far, so
okay, cool.
Yeah,
this is something. Let me tell you.
So yeah, this is. So I'm thinking. So I cleared out the land around it because it was really grown over, and I'm thinking it used to be a castle or something like that.
Okay, makes sense. Is all of this? This is all you dug up all of this, right? So the boundaries.
I think so. I think it's gonna be like, I might need some big tools or something to reconstruct it, because I think what I like to do is reconstruct it into its former glory. And I mean, it's pretty. The floor plan here seems pretty darn big.
It's really big. Yes, very big.
Yeah.
This is too much for 2 hands and a couple small tools for sure. Well, yeah, if you need any assistance with anything,
Yeah. When you have free from, I know you have a lot of stuff on your plate. So when you are free, like maybe I'll reach out to you when I'm ready to put the roof on.
Yeah, and I can come over
and
here
then because that could definitely use some cranes to be able to like lift, especially if I'm to like pull these beams back up and put the roof on.
Hoisting some bigger. Once you get some new beams in here, get rid of these old degraded ones. Obviously, these were compromised at one point in time, but get some new sturdy ones in here. Yeah, you'll definitely need something to hoist these bad boys up. That's a long ways up. So yeah, I think like some sort of almost like a dual crane thing. If we get them to work together,
Oh.
got some ideas. I was thinking just a regular stationary tower crane, but almost kind of now with all the movement you need, it almost makes sense to go with something more like a bay style crane with a device on both ends and a singular beam across the middle, and then it can move.
Yeah.
4 directions:
be able to
up, down, left, right.
Oh, yeah.
Almost
that's
like a shipping
idea.
container situation. That might be.
Yeah.
Except for it's going to be big because obviously this building is very tall.
Oh yeah, it would have to be substantially higher so we could use it for both tasks, maybe.
Yeah. Depending on how high you want the roof piece to go, it can always be raised up later. But yeah, I will sketch some things out, maybe test some things, and maybe you'll come back over here someday. I might have some hefty base. I might have to use quite a bit of weight, so a big stone block here as a counterweight. But
oh yeah,
if you see something
yeah,
around,
definitely.
I'm just getting ready for the harder task, which is getting. Yeah, I think a bay crane might be the best way to go. It's going to be tough. It's the long spans here to cover, but I think it's doable. I hope. I hope.
Well, if it can be done, I'm sure you can do it. So I'll put this in your care, and then you could let me know how much I owe you for it, and even if it's just in flowers and dyes or something else like diamonds,
Actually,
I can do that
you know
too.
what? That's last time I said last time we spoke, I said I don't need any payment. Compensation is like learning and building, but I do have one thing that I'm itching to get, not anytime soon, but in the near future. I need a bunch of yellow dye. So that might actually be a good
definitely help with that.
Awesome.
Like 100%. Yep.
Oh, that would be perfect. Okay, so we are going to be busy in these next upcoming episodes, but I am so excited to have some work for us to finally do. We've got a few machines we need to get built for Goose. We've got some cranes to experiment with, which is where we're going. There we go. Cranes to experiment, which is something I'm not familiar with, so that'll be a fun one to go ahead and try to workshop. Oh no! Get out of the fire! Move! Oh, this has gone downhill so fast. I was excited. Oh no. Are you gonna make it? Ow. Ow. Don't go back in there. What are you doing? Oh, this donkey will be the death of me. I also just realized I ate my last carrot a little bit ago, so I'm sorry, Redonkulus. It's going to be a minute before we can get your health back up. All right, buddy. I hope you brought a better attitude today because we have a ton of work to get done. I think we need to start off by just listing a few of the things that we've got to get done. For our buddy Goose, we need to modify the bulldozer, design some excavators, and design some dump trucks. For the flower gal herself, Millie, we need some sort of stationary cranes, and this can be either some sort of bay crane or the more familiar tower cranes. Now, this is a ton of work, so we have got to... Oh, I almost forgot somebody. Our farmer guide Feather also needs us to make some tractor. I think the best place that we need to start, or the first place that we need to start, is by probably getting the new scoop implemented for the bulldozer, and then, I guess that makes it a bulldozer. And then we can get the bulldozer, moved out of the workshop and on up the hill, back over to that rough area over there where Goose is located. That'll give us room to go ahead and start putting it together, some of the pieces to the other contraptions that we're going to build. Now, I think the tractors will probably fit in here quite well. I don't think they'll be much bigger than the bulldozer. I hope they're smaller. But then I also think the other thing that we can do is possibly build the track systems, maybe the body and the chassis of the excavator, but leave the large arm off. The arm will be, I think it'll be too tall. Unless we build it on the edge and we can stick it out. But you know what? We'll figure that out when we get to that point. The last thing that we're gonna have to do, and this is probably gonna be more on paper than conceptualized, and that's gonna be the cranes. I'm not sure I've ever built a crane or operated one, so we'll have to see how this goes. In the meantime, we do have to work on the new excavator. And I think it's going to be big enough now that it's probably not going to fit in the workshop, so we're going to have to try something a little different. And I think just picking a nice spot out here at the back of the workshop, we might be able to fence this off as a working yard, as a construction field here, so we can make some bigger contraptions. Let's go ahead and make a quick and dirty construction yard here for some of our bigger buildings that we're going to have coming up in the near future. I just realized we don't even have furnaces in our own home, which we're probably going to have to get installed because we are in fact a builder, and we're going to need lots of smelted items. But thankfully, our good pal Oda here has this lovely, free-to-use community service area, both in blast and in regular furnaces. So Thanks for that, Oda. Really came in clutch on this one. All right, I've got a nice little spot here decided on the backside of Mustache Marvels. I have a rough layout of how big we want this lot to be. Now it's time to convert this thing into our industrial lot. Okay, and we have a nice little lot here completely finished. And it's not as big as I really thought it was gonna be. Actually kind of small, but it's big enough, I think, to go ahead and get the excavator and maybe a dump truck also in this lot as well. And I went with a kind of a high electric or electric fence style build. It almost kind of reminds me, hold on, let's go outside real quick. We're looking at the front of the panel. It almost kind of reminds me a little bit of Jurassic Park. That's not what I was going for, but I was going for a tall industrial electric fence just to keep all the pests and unwanted visitors out. But now, with this area completely secluded and a nice open lot here ready to go, it is time to start working on the chassis for the new excavator. This might also be the proper time to go ahead and acknowledge the fact that I am going to need a ton of copper for all of our upcoming builds, which means I need the many stages of oxidized coppers. Now, for all of you that do know, oxidizing copper is a huge pain in the butt. It requires a lot of area and a ton of wasted space. So I do have a solution, and quite candidly, I haven't even done the research to see if this works, but I do believe copper oxidizes based on tick speed. It has nothing to do with the lovely sky, the open air, or being inside of a building. It will oxidize inside, it just needs the airspace. So with that said, and the dire need I have for the amount of copper in this area, I think we're going to go underground. Okay, so from my understanding of copper, 4 blocks in between each one of these guys is the maximum oxidation rate. But from further investigation, I believe 5 is the correct answer. Now, I did do 5 in between the rows this way, and I did have 5 the other direction, but then it's only 4 rows of copper, and I can get 7 things at a time. Thank you for sleeping through the night. I get 7 things at a time if I just space them out every 2. Now, it's not going to be as efficient, but this is AFK, and I don't have to worry about it. We'll just come down here and give it a check. Whoa. And check it out every once in a while. Now, enough of the distractions. It's time to build the chassis to this excavator.
I have a gift for you.
All right. Sorry, I was muted. What's up?
I saw you had the rest of the bird boys here, and you didn't have
Yeah.
me,
Yeah,
so
hold
I
on.
had to get you one.
I have a. Where did I put this at? Blend in too much of the green wall over here. These stack heads? There we go.
Yeah, good enough.
Beautiful, beautiful. I have my
Well, I
chat
won't.
stuff turned
I
off,
won't
so-
bother you. I just wanted to.
Oh no,
I
it's a
just
great
wanted
edition.
to give you a gift.
A great edition, and it's the mustache version, so it's the good version.
Yeah, it's the good version.
I will
You
be,
got quite the yard here, man. Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
I had to get a little industrial yard here so I can build some bigger stuff.
I see that you're building a giant excavator.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it would be obvious, but
Yeah,
nailed
you
it.
got your tracks, man. I can see the tracks.
Yep. It's hard to flatten some of these things out, these bigger builds like this, but I'm trying my best to make it as small as possible.
Yeah,
It's
man.
this really
This
big
is
piece of machinery,
obviously an excavator.
well, wait until I put the top on. It might get unobvious as I add more stuff.
Impossible. So I'll leave you to it. I'm gonna go
That's good.
start flattening the fields.
Flatten
So
the fields. All right. Well, when I get done with this, maybe I'll swing by the ranch.
it's up to you.
Okay, see you. Okay, well, it's not much, but it is a good start. We've got the main tracks here and a bit of the body officially done. I did do 3 or 4 different styles of tracks. The first one I wanted to match the bulldozer here and use the same aesthetic, just a little bit bigger, a little bit flatter, but then you lose the option of these little guide wheels for the tracks. So we went with a different approach and we flattened the tracks all the way down. Still got our guide wheels in here, but it still has the same appeal that it is a working track system. Obviously the chassis sits on a single point, so it can fully swivel 360 degrees. Yeah, figured that out in Minecraft. And then on top of that, we've got the counterweight, which is back in this main bulk body bit here. And I was kind of trying to figure out how to configure a roof. Don't mind the weird difference, and we're waiting for those to oxidize. But I'm kind of happy with it. I don't like it from this perspective. This overhang's a little weird, so we're gonna figure this out, but I do like it from this perspective right here. We'll be able to go up into the body itself. We may need to add a ladder here. You can sit here, you can operate the machine, you can kind of see almost 180. Typically you can't see 360, but we got a little gap here where we can kind of see behind us when we're backing up. And then we also have in here a way to turn the, yeah, don't mind that, a way to turn the power on, and that gives you the lights through the body here, through the grill in the back, and the same thing on the side over here. Now obviously there is a long way to go, but these things don't happen overnight. It takes many, many renditions, trials, test runs, and everything to get these things working the way we intend. But for now, that's going to do it for our process of the excavator. We're also waiting for our copper down underneath the ground here to go ahead and oxidize before we can continue on. Obviously, you can see a lot of these pieces definitely need some oxidation. The tracks themselves, these slabs all have to oxidize, so we've got a lot of things to let sit here for a while until she's ready to go. But we've also got the bucket, the arm, and everything else to attach right in here, so we may lose a couple panes of glass. We had to bulk out an arm here with some sort of gear contraption, but that is for another time. Oh yeah, we still gotta fix our creeper hole. Couple trap doors, a spruce plank, one spruce or birch strip, and birch plank. There we go. That's looking much better. So while we waste some time waiting for the copper to age and to come up with some new ideas for that arm and arm system, let's go ahead and see what some of the other crafters are up to. It's a good day today to visit the ranch.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
What you up to?
Oh, not much. I just got done with some other stuff. I figured I'd stop by and see how things are going.
My horse is out.
Oh no.
He's not supposed to be able to get out.
Oh no. Wait,
He's trying to run away from your freaking donkey.
Yeah. Do you have the berry bush thing going on underneath here?
Yeah, except for this guy can get out. Watch him.
Yeah. You know what? You know why? Because
No.
if you put a block above the berry bushes, it cancels the berry bush effect. I'm pretty sure that's the reason.
No. Who's his name? At Spawn has it that way, and his horse has never left.
Really? We'll
Yeah.
see. This guy's a notorious escape artist. Okay. They kind of spin a little bit like they're trying, but they won't. Wow, your horse is just...
That's what I'm saying! What is he doing?
That doesn't make any sense. This donkey is
Your guy
notorious.
won't come, but mine will.
Hold on, is it the stall? Did you try a different stall? Hold on.
Yes, I've tried a different stall.
Have you...
This dude just doesn't care. Look at him! And look at this.
That's crazy.
He's a freaking Houdini. And they can't come in? Are you kidding me? What is happening?
Well, right now they're jumping up a scaffold, which is really funny to watch over here in the corner.
Okay. How do I make my farm look like this picture?
And if you want to see how the ranch turned out, go check out Feather's channel. But that's going to do it for us today, folks. We've got a lot more exciting adventures, epic builds, and fun moments ahead, so make sure you stay tuned. If you liked today's video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment down below. I love hearing your thoughts. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss an episode. Trust me, you won't want to miss out on what we've got planned. Thanks for joining me today. Until next time, keep crafting, stay awesome, and as always, stay beautiful. Goodbye.